Sustainability is one of the defining challenges and opportunities of the 21st century. With rising environmental concerns, expanding populations, and growing pressure on resources, the need for sustainable practices has moved from a niche conversation to a global imperative. But why is sustainability so critical? And how does it affect individuals, businesses, and the planet as a whole? Let's explore why sustainability is no longer optional but essential for the future. And speaking of the future, we can only keep making these videos with your support, so please help us out and hit that subscribe button before doing anything else. At its core, sustainability is about meeting the needs of the present without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own needs. It encompasses three primary pillars: environmental, economic, and social sustainability. These elements are interconnected, requiring a balanced approach to ensure long-term viability for both humanity and the natural world. The most urgent reason for embracing sustainability is the health of our planet. Human activities have pushed Earth's ecosystems to their limits, threatening biodiversity, altering natural processes, and accelerating climate change. According to the Intergovernmental Panel on Climate Change, IPCC, global temperatures have already risen by over 1 degree Celsius since pre-industrial times, with catastrophic effects such as more frequent and severe weather events, melting polar ice, and rising sea levels. Deforestation, overfishing, pollution, and resource depletion compound these problems. Every year, the world loses approximately 10 million hectares of forest, an area roughly the size of Portugal, while the demand for fresh water and fossil fuels continues to grow. Sustainability offers solutions, such as transitioning to renewable energy, adopting circular economies, and conserving natural habitats to mitigate these impacts. Sustainability is not just about saving the planet, it's also about economic resilience. Businesses and economies that prioritize sustainable practices often find themselves better positioned for long-term success. For instance, companies that reduce waste, improve energy efficiency, and invest in renewable resources can lower operational costs while building brand loyalty among eco-conscious consumers. According to a Nielsen report, 73% of global consumers are willing to pay more for sustainable products. On a larger scale, sustainable development supports stable economies. Renewable energy industries, such as solar and wind power, are creating millions of jobs worldwide, driving innovation and reducing dependence on volatile fossil fuel markets. The International Renewable Energy Agency, IRENA, estimates that by 2050, the transition to clean energy could create 42 million jobs globally. Sustainability also addresses critical social issues, such as inequality, access to resources, and community resilience. Environmental degradation disproportionately affects vulnerable populations, exacerbating existing inequalities. For example, rising sea levels and extreme weather events displace millions in low-income regions, where resources for adaptation are limited. By promoting sustainable practices, societies can work toward equitable access to clean water, food security, and renewable energy. Urban sustainability initiatives, like affordable public transit and green infrastructure, improve quality of life for all residents while reducing environmental footprints. For individuals, sustainability isn't just a lofty goal. It directly impacts daily life. Clean air, safe drinking water, and access to nutritious food are all outcomes of sustainable practices. Moreover, the choices we make, whether it's reducing plastic use, conserving energy, or supporting eco-friendly brands, can collectively drive meaningful change. Consider waste reduction. The average American generates over 4 pounds of waste per day, much of which ends up in landfills or oceans. Adopting habits like recycling, composting, and using reusable products can significantly reduce this burden. On a broader scale, personal investments in sustainability, such as installing solar panels, driving electric vehicles, or growing your own food, contribute to systemic change while offering financial and health benefits. Failing to prioritize sustainability comes with dire consequences. Climate change alone threatens to destabilize entire regions, displace millions, and undermine global food and water supplies. A 2020 report from the World Bank estimated that without action, climate change could push an additional 100 million people into poverty by 2030. Economic risks are equally severe. Industries reliant on finite resources face long-term uncertainty, while communities that fail to adapt to environmental challenges risk being left behind. Ignoring sustainability not only endangers the environment, but also jeopardizes financial and social stability. The urgency of sustainability has inspired global initiatives, such as the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs. These 10 goals aim to address challenges like poverty, inequality, and climate change through integrated worldwide efforts. Governments, businesses, and individuals are increasingly aligning their actions with these goals. On a national level, countries like Denmark and Costa Rica have demonstrated that ambitious sustainability policies are achievable. Denmark aims to be carbon neutral by 2050, while Costa Rica already generates over 99% of its electricity from renewable sources. Corporate giants are also stepping up. Companies like Patagonia, Tesla, and Unilever have embedded sustainability into their business models, proving that profitability and environmental stewardship can go hand in hand. So, what can be done? To accelerate the shift towards sustainability, efforts are needed at every level. Governments must enact policies that prioritize renewable energy, conservation, and sustainable urban development. Businesses should adopt circular models, reduce waste, and invest in green innovations. Individuals can advocate for change through voting, volunteering, and making conscious consumer choices. Education and awareness are critical. Teaching younger generations about sustainability equips them with the tools to address future challenges. Community initiatives, such as local cleanups and urban gardening projects, foster collective action and resilience. Sustainability isn't just about preserving nature. It's about ensuring a future where humanity can thrive. From economic resilience to social equity and environmental health, sustainable practices benefit every aspect of life. While the challenges are immense, the opportunities to innovate, collaborate, and improve are even greater. The question is not whether sustainability is important, but how we can collectively act to make it a reality. The time to act is now, for the sake of current and future generations.